Dragon Ball Super Episode 92. An emergency development. We don't have 10 members. Kinkyu jitai hasei. Soro wa nai junin no menba. I was a little bit confused here because I thought I was actually watching episode 91, but it's actually episode 92 because they're pretty much exactly the same. Universe 7 is getting ready for the Tournament of Power. And then we see some snippets of other universes. The end. But of course, we left off with Hercule calling Bulma saying that Majin Buu is asleep, so Goku goes over there to check out Buu to see if he can wake him up or something. So Mr. Satan explains the situation that last time he did this, Buu wouldn't wake for 2 months. So Goku's like, oh, that sucks, and Hercule shows him all the ways he tried to wake him up, and Goku kind of asks Hercule if he would join the team, and he's like, oh, you know, I can handle it. No, he could not handle it. But the thing that really kind of stuck out to me in this scene was him saying that there's only 3 hours left of the tournament, whereas at the ending of the last episode, it said there were 4 hours left. So I'm here trying to believe that it took Goku an entire hour to fly to Mr. Satan's house. I guess Goku really has fallen off the bandwagon in terms of training and power if it takes him an hour to get to Mr. Satan's house. But then we go and we see the Pride Troopers again going to that Sky restaurant or whatever you want to call that, and they're talking to Jiren. I don't know the point of that. Apparently Casserole got the cat, so that's happy. And we move on to Universe 3, and we see, this is really actually kind of cool. We see a mechanized world. Everything's mechanized. It's pretty cool. It really reminded me of Mega Man, and I love Mega Man, so I was really digging this. For the most part, even though this is kind of late in the game, you know, introducing these fighters and the characters, I know they're not going to be major players, but it's still cool to see at least an introduction to these guys before the actual tournament starts. It's just really hard to kind of care about them when this is all we've seen of them. Maybe they'll get some more development later, who knows. So the robot guy showed off some stuff, and it made me think this guy would be a good guy for Piccolo to fight because he can stretch his arms out. He has those like vacuum things, and I think that would be a good counterbalance to Piccolo's abilities with his regeneration and of course his limb stretching. And Master Roshi is still doing his quote-unquote training, and we actually see a little bit of blood in Dragon Ball Super, a little drop there from his nose, and apparently he conquers his weakness of the pretty ladies. So I guess that was pretty cool. Maybe he got 40 times stronger in the process. And I'm kind of thinking that during the tournament, even though he says he's gotten over that weakness, he's gonna see Kale or somebody, and he's going to go hit on them, and then she's going to turn into the Berserker legendary Broly Super Saiyan. That would be pretty funny. Or what would be really funny is if he started going after Ribrianne with her like fat Teletubby Oompa Loompa body. That would be hilarious, especially with her personality and her making the hearts and stuff like that. So Krillin and 18 show up. They find out that there is no 10 million Zenny. Goku was a liar, pants on fire asshole. And so they're mad. Then we see Gohan's great leadership and him making a decision to leave it up to his dad to wake up Buu. And so Goku kind of just says, Krillin, I'll just give you the money. But no, Chi-Chi has her hands on the money, so Goku can't spend it. So he just says, hey, Bulma, you know, this much money is just like a little bit of pee to you, isn't it? That's kind of a weird analogy, but Goku's a crude person, so I don't put it past him to say something like that. That was kind of funny. And speaking to this, obviously Tien didn't really have much to say, but his facial expressions showed that he was angry about it, but I'm sure he was still planning to enter due to the universe being in danger. But no, Krillin and 18 don't care about the universe. They care about their 10 million bucks. Where the fuck is the 10 million bucks, Goku? So they decide to not enter the tournament because Goku lied to them about the 10 million Zenny. Would they have joined if the universe is in danger? Why are they not joining now? Their fucking universe is in fucking danger. Same with Android 17 not joining because his precious Minotaur, he can't leave his Minotaur. The freaking universe is going to be destroyed, guys. Everybody in this show is being complete idiots, including Bulma, who then refuses to give away the 10 million zeni, which is basically just a little bee to her. And of course, Vegeta blows up the time chamber, as we might have guessed. So at this point, I'm thinking, because they actually showed him inside the chamber this time training a little bit, or at least powering up. So is he doing this on purpose? Or is the hyperbolic time chamber not able to contain the power? Like, are these guys that powerful to where this place, this other dimension, the Room of Spirit and Time, cannot contain their power? So maybe it just automatically happens because he's just letting loose so much power. But it was disappointing not seeing Mr. Popo's reaction to this, considering what he said in the last episode and that little tiny confrontation that they had with each other before Vegeta left to go train. So, and if it wasn't on accident, why did he only spend 1 hour in there? What an idiot. So if you saw my last episode review, I calculated approximately how much training Vegeta could get in, and that was approximately 60 days or 2 months of training in the 4 hours that they had left. But now, since he only spent 1 freaking hour in there, apparently it's been 1 hour, I don't know how, I've calculated it to 2 freaking weeks. Vegeta spent 2 freaking weeks in the hyperbolic time chamber when he could have spent 2 freaking months. These guys are just so stupid. I don't get it. It's as if they don't want to write the characters to get stronger in a logical way. If they went into the time chamber to begin with, that would be logical power-ups for everybody. But whatever. All these guys are stupid. And another thing I actually thought about this scene was when the power was coming out, when he was destroying the time chamber, everybody sensed him. I guess now, everybody, since, I don't know, maybe they've been around it long enough, they're able to sense the God Ki, or at least the blue form. So that was an interesting development. And of course we go to Universe 6 with Kabe trying to teach Caulifla how to turn into a Super Saiyan. And Kale is back there, you know, being a creeper stalker. And oh, big surprise, Caulifla is a genius. That's so unique in this series. You don't really see geniuses much often in this series. So it was really refreshing having somebody who can just, you know, go Super Saiyan basically right away. And it was also very interesting. I don't know if it's only for the Universe 6 Saiyans, but apparently the power comes from their spine, like their upper back. In all seriousness, that was kind of interesting, but I thought it was really weird. I thought it was really weird how they did it, how they animated it, how they explained it. It was just came off as really weird to me. It was kind of interesting how they put a place in the body where the power comes from. And the whole sequence was kind of weird to me. Other than stuff actually happening in the episode, on a technical level, the episode kind of cut abruptly between scenes. There wasn't any really segue. It almost seemed to cut the characters off, like mid-sentence almost, and go to a literal completely other universe. So it was a little jarring. This episode was just okay. I liked the mechanical guys. It reminded me of Mega Man, so of course I would like it. And the past few episodes have been really dragging. I feel like they could have put the last like 3 or 4 episodes into maybe 1 or 2 episodes just to get the ball rolling on this shit. And then the final shot of the thing is, oh, Frieza? You're gonna bring Frieza back? So everybody's shocked. I don't know if there really was any point to making Gohan the leader of this team, because Goku's just gonna do whatever he wants. Not saying that bringing Frieza back power-wise is a bad idea. I can see why it might be a bad idea. I can see why it might be a good idea. But my thoughts on that are on a separate video. If you'd like, you can check that out. But that's basically my thoughts on the episode. What did you guys think of the episode? Let me know in the comments. I hope you liked the review. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I got more Dragon Ball stuff coming in the future. So I will see you later.